What's up, Trademark fam? So if you haven't seen by now from all the graphics, the posts, the emails, videos, and everything else, 2 weeks of Trademarks, the live reteach starts July 11th. Why should you care about this? Well, if you are a trademark attorney, current or aspiring, there has never been a better time not only to get into this practice area, but to learn it correctly from someone who's been doing it for 12 and a half years, but also to learn the business side, how to market your practice, how to give a good consultation, how to price your services, all the things that make the practice run in the background to really make this a high monetizing area for you to build out your law firm. So if you haven't seen the content already, I wanted to take a few minutes and share with you the syllabus so that you can get a better idea of what you're in for. Okay, so as you can see, weeks 1 and 2 are going to be the traditional 2 weeks of Trademarks course that you have probably heard and grown to love. So starting session 1, we're going to do a full introduction overview of the practice area when it comes up. It's a subset of business transactional law if you're not aware, but how to spot for these issues to come up in your interactions with clients. Then we're going to move quickly into searching. Now, searching is the most important aspect of the trademark process, and not only do I have a session where I'm teaching how to use trademark search software, but surprise, I have a guest speaker, Rachel Dixon, who is a recently resigned examining attorney from the USPTO. She is teaching a whole entire session, not only on searching, but if you look later in the week, it is also, there's also another session where it's USPTO insider tips and best practices. Okay, so next up, if you keep going down into week 1, the last 2 days are something that you never see in an online course, much less one taught by an attorney, much less one that gives you all this jam-packed value. I have built-in office hours and a built-in recap and group coaching session. So this is the closest you're going to get to one-on-one interaction, to chat with not only your peers live and ask your questions and hear their questions, right? But to also get laser coached by me on the spot. So bring your challenges, bring your questions, bring whatever you're trying to work through, whether it's business-wise, whether it's trademark-wise, and we'll help you through it. We'll walk you through it. So there's tons of time allotted for you to really get hands-on interaction that's not just instruction and tutorial. Okay, moving on to week 2. And before we do that, if you are an experienced trademark attorney where you're like, oh, I like you, Sonia, and I want to hear you, but I already know how to practice trademarks. Keep watching, because when I get to week 3 of this syllabus, that is Empire Week. That is business week. That is focused on the business side of practicing trademarks. So keep watching. All right, so moving on to week 2, we have the usual suspects, right? We have a session on the entire application process. So packaging up 12 and a half years and counting of practicing nothing but trademark law. And you're going to see my tips, tricks, strategies, back-end processes, tools, software, everything I use, how I run my practice, what I do to intake a client, do the search, do the application from start to finish. So you're not just getting legal substantive instruction. You're seeing how a successful firm owner in trademarks runs her trademark practice on the back end while you're seeing how clients are going through the process. So this really is super jam-packed. And we're going to go through not only the application process, but obviously office actions, renewals, and maintenance. And if you peep the office actions section, you may see another familiar name, Eric Pelton, my friend, colleague, mentor. So fun fact, if those of you who don't know Eric or haven't heard of him before, he also used to be a USPTO examining attorney. So not only are you, and now owns his own very successful practice as of the last several years. So not only are you getting the best and brightest minds within the area of law firm ownership and entrepreneurship, you're also getting the brain juice from people who were trained and worked at the USPTO. Now, if you go down a little bit more into week 2, you're also going to see a session called hiring and delegating. So I have pulled in Tara Mucitelli, one of my trademark paralegals. She is amazing, and she is teaming up with me to lead this session on outsourcing your work, buying your time back, how to manage, hire, delegate, all the. Okay. It's time for week 3, Boss of an Empire Week. So if you have read any of my reviews, if you've seen any of my testimonials, and you're seeing all these people doubling their revenue, tripling their revenue, adding 100K to their revenue yearly, or adding 30 to 50K monthly, And you're like, damn, what do you know? Like, tell me what you know. Tell me your ways, right? And for those of you who already know how to practice trademark law, and I promised you that I'd have something for you, take a look at week 3. Oh, it's jam-packed with value. Look at this. All right, so as you can see, week 3 is jam-packed. So we're kicking off with a session on social media and content creation by one of the teams that I use for my own business, led by Nina Marinaro and Chandler Halsapple. I am super excited to have them featured. They are awesome at what they do, and I know they're gonna give you guys tons of value. Followed by, on Tuesday, Conquer the Consultation, the infamous course that one attorney has stated she used my framework on how to do a consultation to close $15,000 of new trademark business in just 4 days, and numerous other testimonials using my scripted framework, proven strategies, and exact process for how to absolutely crush the consultation process. Because as we all know, there's no point in learning how to do an area of law if you have no one to do it for. So we have to teach you how to close more consultations. Next up, right behind it, is pricing strategies and techniques to make sure you get paid what you're.
Hi everyone, and happy Thursday. It's another Instagram Live Thursday. Today we have Sonia Lacani on. I'm super excited. She is one of the most influential.
All right, so after Takora and I teach you how to conquer the consultation process, and then after we go over pricing strategies and how to get paid what you're worth, then we're going to get into the back of the house in our back office breakdown featuring Takora Davis again. And we are going to go through all of the systems, processes, organization, automations, workflow to make things turn fast and clean so that you can take yourself out of the business and finally go enjoy that vacation in the Dominican, play on the floor with your kids, take a nap, enjoy your life. And then last up is going to be the wow factor, the singular system I credit with creating multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses. It is my secret sauce. If you've heard any portion of that before, you know you're in for a treat. And then of course, don't forget, all of my Empire students get 2 included calls with me, one-on-one. Strategy will build everything out for you personally. And there you have it. There is the 2 weeks of trademarks plus bonus week 3 of Empire Week, building the business. And I am so excited. Couple of housekeeping. So obviously if you haven't enrolled, now is the time. Enrollment closes tomorrow, Friday. Okay, in like 24 hours at midnight. So make sure you get in, visit the link below to enroll. If you have any questions, DM, send me an email, whatever I can do to help you along. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of time left. We're not going to take any enrollments over the weekend. If you are interested in upgrading from the basic 2 weeks to the Empire, send me a DM. You should have gotten an email, but we can set you all up.